What's going on? This video is going to serve as a prelude to a little featurette that I'm doing on trolling. What do I know about it? Being a retired troll, it just wasn't in me to really bully. I enjoyed the goof part of it. I enjoyed the artistry of like whenever a certain creative video is made that was funny. I enjoyed the satire of it. I've used that word a lot lately. But I didn't like the out-and-out bullying. You know, I never was big on, you know, you knock somebody down who's stepping out of line and you just continue to pummel them until they're just gone, utterly defeated. And it never changed anything, you know, regardless of what a troll wanted to tell themselves. You know, if they believed that they were somehow a force for good, which seems bizarre. Some people just use it as a license to be mean, a license to go off on somebody or to misbehave. My own personal trolling had to do with what I felt about intellectual property and intellectual rights. Specifically on how content was changing. I was sure that YouTube was going to eventually evolve into, you ever see the Vivo channels where they have like the really high bandwidth dedicated to music videos and things like that get millions upon millions of views? I was almost certain that YouTube would eventually become that. And in a way, it has for the bigger channels, you know, when they have the producer studios and stuff. But, you know, good for them. I was of the camp that wanted the internet to remain free for as long as possible. You know, open sharing, let people's morals be their guide. Unfortunately, it seems by and large, morals are not a sufficient enough guide, and we will, in our lifetime, if not our children's lifetime, see a drastic change to the internet. And I see it centering around the actual owners of the bandwidth, which are your cable providers, which are a private provider. And how we react to that, I don't know. The way that we react to development is a little bit different, but that's my story. What this is really about is personality, individual maturity, and how the internet can be two different people, you know, almost like a separate persona reacting on an internet against the people that are more established, that only have a single persona, but don't realize that they actually do have a second persona, you know, to the point of, you know, you're young. I mean, even a person's years on the earth can't be directly equated to a person's years on the internet in every case. So trolls will play upon this. Specifically, you take a person who's obviously an established and successful person, and you just poke at them, not feeling one way or the other about it, and you get a reaction because nobody in real life would ever dare speak to this person like that, because either they're the boss or they're the dad or they're the grandpa, and it's a pretty wild thing. So the next video I do on this, I'll be addressing a point by point video in response. So stay tuned.